clearly an outstanding entrepreneur, curious, tenacious, collaborator.
I had an amazing opportunity to listen to Brienne speak at an event last year that was held at TELUS Spark, and I was captivated by her story. She was lovely, took me on a tour of the facility, and it was just such a warm and caring environment.
I've worked now for Orpix for 10 years. I couldn't ask for a nicer boss. Everyone loves Brienne.
My parents never picked out one kid and favored them. I think they always found things in each kid to celebrate. So they tried really hard to not make it that one child was the favorite. But Brienne, if anyone was the favorite, it was Brienne.
She was like a very tiny little baby. And at night, I'd see these amazing little eyes looking up at me as if it was trying to take in everything she could. As she started growing up, everything she did sort of blew us away.
When she was in elementary school, the teacher would ask her to correct other students' tests. So we knew...
something was going on.
Yes, yes, we knew.
I think from that point on, we kind of let her go. You know, if Brienne says it, we're going with her.
She was always winning awards. She was always academically very gifted. She was always going on national science fairs and trips and getting scholarship.
The science fair project they did, and she won the national. And that turned into an actual medical study that was done. And she ended up getting a full scholarship to McGill, which gave her an opportunity to decide really what she wanted to do.
I think after she finished her science degree, it was then that she decided that she would go into medicine.
When she entered plastics, the goal was to be a plastic surgeon. It wasn't to go and become the CEO of a company.
Most of the work that I was doing was at the Foothills Hospital. We would get consulted to provide support for patients who had been admitted with wounds on their feet related to diabetes. It's a really devastating area of care.
She had this young boy that came in who had diabetes. It started off with a wound to the foot, and then that wound got worse and the boy lost his foot. And eventually that one little wound ended up costing that person their life.
For Brienne, she would look to what's available and say, it's not enough. We need to find something more. We need to find something better.
She just told all the other plastic surgeons, we need to do something about this.
The company was supposed to be a research project. Most people with diabetes lose feeling in their feet. And if you can't feel the part of your body that's interacting with the ground every day, you're prone to doing damage. So the concept was to create a sensory insole system that would be able to measure that environment when the body can't do it anymore to stop those wounds from happening in the first place.
And then people started to say, that's an excellent idea. Have you considered doing a business degree, pursuing this further?
The feedback early on was, if you want to create impact and see results from people using it, you have to think of this as a company.
With an outstanding innovation that led to the company Orpix.
Just the compassion that she has and the way she talked about what motivated her to move from medicine to technology in order to care for people, blown away.
Plastic surgeons, as you know, do very well financially. To give up a comfortable career to pursue something like this is totally a passionate thing.
We were quite active in the digital health space before digital health was even a thing. When patients used it, we were preventing wounds at a very remarkable rate. We knew we were onto something, but it did take a lot of time and patience to get it to the point of it being as acceptable as it is, and also for the world around us to be very open to remote monitoring technologies and digital health.
There are many times throughout the journey of her company where she could have just walked away and said, this is not going to work. It has been so much work and such a roller coaster to see her go through all of the things that you go through as an entrepreneur and a female entrepreneur and a mother female entrepreneur. When the company was very new, she got pregnant with her first son, Harlan. He eventually was born quite prematurely, which was obviously a very stressful time for her because she has this brand new baby who she cares so much about, but is also trying to continue to manage the company.
It takes persistence, and it takes kind of just that focus on that longer term vision to overcome those obstacles that you inevitably face.
She juggles family, athletics, her business. Every day I think, I don't know how she does this.
I wouldn't even say she took any true maternity leave. Like, even if she was at home taking care of the babies, there was never a time where she wasn't 100% also answering emails. She brings things from both areas to the other one, and it makes her better at both at the end of the day.
I'm really pleased to see all these, innovative ideas come forth, and that will serve as an example to all the other young people coming up and say, hey, we can do it.
My advice would be, don't think that you're too young to have big dreams and to start accomplishing big things.
She's, just such a good representative of what Calgary is capable of. Brienne, I feel that she's put here to make life better for everyone, and she'll use all of the skills she has to do that.
We're so proud. We're so proud of how they've turned out and how that they're happy with what they're doing. I think that's a success.
We both look at each other all the time. I don't know where they got it. Is it me or is it you?
The thing that my parents really instilled in myself and my siblings was to make sure that you love what you do and that you have that passion for it, because A, it will make it not feel like work, and B, you'll do a way better job at it.